If you like what you're hearing, put your money where your media is by supporting ad-free independent podcasts like this one. Go to lauraflanders.com/membership, and thank you.
The following is a Laura Flanders Show minicast.
On March 8th, International Women's Day, the Laura Flanders Show attended the women's strike in Washington Square Park. Beneath the park's gaping white marble arch, strikers from across the gender spectrum braved frigid temperatures to gather in the spirit of dissent and solidarity with women across the globe calling for an end to the neoliberal, neocolonial state. This year's theme is feminism for the 99%. From fighting for universal social services,
we want to create a world of universal healthcare, education, a world of robust social services, including free abortion on demand,
to destroying the capitalist state that guarantees white male supremacy.
We have to think about all our different fights together as part of a single struggle against power as it exists today, against capital and against capitalism.
Strikers were unified by their commitment to rage against the systemic relegation of women to the sidelines of power. Take a listen.
We are unstoppable. Another world is possible.
My name is Danya Lagos, and I live in Brooklyn, and I'm here because workers' rights are women's rights, and I want a democratic structure to my workplace and the workplaces of others.
I'm with the New York Democratic Socialists today, and we are showing solidarity with women everywhere who are oppressed by the forces of patriarchy and capitalism.
In general, I think the workforce was not prepared to enter women into the workplace, and there's still barriers in terms of growth, in terms of opportunity, in terms of advancement, pay.
We look at the teachers in West Virginia and how much they were able to get for themselves, and that's a predominantly female workplace.
80 years ago, West Virginia workers were at the forefront of labor struggles in the United States. Coal miners,
Billionaires have been successful in keeping us divided. They've used racism and sexism and anti-queer, gay and lesbian and anti-immigrant ideologies to keep the majority of us from seeing our common interests as the people who do the vast majority of the work, but only get a sliver of the benefits.
In order to achieve equality, we need to destroy the patriarchy. It needs to be dismantled in every form. And that includes dismantling the state, dismantling capitalism.
More women need to be in power positions, and there never will be unless somebody at the top takes a chance on women.
To achieve, I think, ultimate equality, I don't think that it's possible under the system of capitalism.
One of the great tragedies of the women's movement in the second half of the 20th century here in the United States was its failure to win an equal rights amendment.
We're not going to take it anymore. We will not accept the crumbs they are willing to offer in place of a full social wage system. We will not just accept the crumbs like Obamacare or universal pre-K or Cuomo's pitiful 8 weeks of paid leave at 50% of pay.
I'm striking for living minimum wage. I'm striking for universal health care. And ultimately for a society that is different than the one that we have currently.
A healthcare system for all, so that we aren't dependent on our jobs for our health insurance. A social wage system includes public child care because children are the future workers and taxpayers that keep society going. And that starts day one, not when they become school age. We need public child care. A social wage system includes paid sick leave and paid family leave for 6 months or more because we all, women and men, need to be able to take care of newborn children or sick loved ones without fear of losing our livelihood.
One way that we can keep it relevant and keep it pushing is by turning to politics of decolonization. So recognizing just how nuanced and just how leveled everything is, recognizing that intersectionality is only the first step.
The International Women's Strike Committee has been working closely with immigrant women racialized and murdered by the cops and deported by ICE, sex working women, and those of us who are shunned by capitalism and yet do the heaviest work for the system. If you lead, you have to listen to black women. Fannie Lou Hamer, Assata Shakur, Ella Jo Baker, Erica Garner, Valerie Castile, Sabrina Martin, Leslie McSpadden. Their stories are our maps to liberation and to freedom. And we stand here together to pledge for a feminism of the 99%.
We can't get complacent. We can't allow ourselves to relax.
I think where the true power lies is horizontal power, us recognizing that there's more of us than there are of them already.
The system doesn't want to hear our voices, but rather us be complacent and just follow the rules. Forget your damn rules. Enough is enough. They have tried to bury us, all of us, but they didn't know that we were seeds. They didn't know that we would spring up through cracks of concrete and grow into strong oak and strong palm and spring up from the margins, from the fringes, to shine the light of truth upon them today and every day.
You were just listening to voices from the 2018 women's strike that took place in Washington Square Park on International Women's Day. For a list of speakers from that day and more information on the women's strike, go to womenstrikeus.org. Like what you're hearing? Then you'll love our piece we co-produced with the International Women's Strike titled Women of the 99%. Go to lauraflanders.org and select Intersectional Feminism from the top menu. And please, take a moment to subscribe to the Laura Flanders Show podcast if you haven't already. While you're there, do your part to help spread the word and write a review in Apple Podcasts.